to the Springs Radio Real Estate Show. I'm Cheryl Garlock with Colorado Front Range Properties, and my guest today is Mike Tinlin with Oakwood Homes. Welcome to the show, Mike.
Thanks, Cheryl. Happy second half.
Yes, absolutely. Second half of the year. That's right. Summer's in full swing. I think we're going to have a pretty hot day today, as a matter of fact.
I think so.
So, hey, you guys, if you're not familiar with Oakwood Homes, I want to tell you about these folks here because they've been in the business for what, 30?
23 years.
23 years. I'm the one who's been in the business 33 years. Okay. Well, anyway, Oakwood has been a really preeminent builder, and mostly up in the Denver area. That you've been there for a long, long time, and you have a lot of different neighborhoods as far as establishments are concerned. And let's talk a little bit about who Oakwood is and what you can provide to consumers. And I also want to make sure that everybody knows the price ranges that you serve consumers in, because a lot of people don't realize what builders do, and they build a different, what we call a filing or a group of homes, a neighborhood, a community, and they don't realize that you build a variety of different ones in different price ranges to sort of fit the environment, so to speak, there, the community. And you're really good at explaining that. So let's talk a little bit about that.
That's a pretty good synopsis, Cheryl. So, just kind of the Reader's Digest version is we are the largest privately held company in Colorado. Done about 10,000 plus homes now over the last 23 years up and down the Front Range. And we've had our roots set in Colorado Springs since 2007.
Yes.
However, there's been obviously more recent things that have occurred at Banning Lewis Ranch that more of the public now is familiar with Oakwood Homes and how we can execute our specialty, which is large master plan communities like a community of Banning Lewis Ranch, which is, it's going to be about 3,000 plus or minus acres over the next 10 to 15 years. And we'll look at putting in 10,000, 12,000 households, additional amenities. There's going to be a mixture of parks, trails, more schools, playgrounds, but also bringing in business and retail and really creating a culture around the neighborhood that is surrounded around the schools.
Absolutely. And, I want you to pick up on something that Mike just said here, the whole master plan community. They're not just a builder that's going to go in and just, build a slab of homes. There was a time, really, we just put up homes, and we didn't really think about the other elements that form a community. But really, in fact, I gotta know, you guys are really doing something special, tender to my heart. They even have concert areas in Banning Lewis Ranch.
Yeah.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, we'll have our third concert of the summer held on August 1st. So, and since from 5:30 till about 8 o'clock at night, and we invite anybody to come out and bring lawn chairs, and it's just a great time to dance and enjoy the weather, and so free concert, open to the public.
Okay, now listen, I know at one of your events, maybe there's a different event, but you guys have got some superb talent that comes in, because I happen to pay attention to some of that talent, and some of our local guys are coming in. Everybody's local bands, and you guys should come in and take a look at that. But this is really cool because you're building a community where people really get to live and play together.
That's right. They
don't have to really go outside for a whole lot of other things, and people want that neighborhood community feeling and safety feeling.
Yeah, it all ties into it. It's truly a lifestyle purchase.
Yes.
And at the price points that we sell at, and with the rates that you're discussing and how they're increasing, we have that first-time product that buyers can take advantage of the mortgage tax credit and be involved in a community where they're going to have camaraderie with their neighbors. They're going to have parks, trails, 24-hour workout facility, and they're going to be able to have a payment that's going to be very similar to a townhome or a condo where they have no yard.
And you know what? This is all so important. If you have the opportunity to work with me, you are going to find out my biggest thing in real estate is thinking about future value, return on that investment. And by buying a home that's built with a community emphasis in mind, that means that you're going to attract more buyers to your home when you're the seller.
Yeah.
And you want to really keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Now let's talk a little bit about the energy efforts here that you guys have made, because you're kind of pioneers in this area, aren't you?
Yeah, we really put a lot into building a green home, and that there's a lot of different areas of that. Specifically, I want to talk a little bit about energy efficiency, and if you're talking about ROI, return on investment, if you buy a home today that is energy efficient, like Oakwood builds a home today that we're about 30 to 35% more energy efficient than another new built home. So if you go and look at another builder, Oakwood's going to be 30 to 35% more energy efficient for our standard code built home.
And
Now,
I tell you, you have to go into their show home models. I'm going to tell you right now, you got to go into their show home models. They have dioramas, I kid you not, displaying the energy effectiveness that they have in these homes. And you'll just be amazed how they seal everything. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
And everybody's watching their dollars today.
Well, and that's what, the beauty of this is, so we've built such a tight home that we have to have a whole house fan. So we're constantly pulling out air, bringing in fresh air, because it is such a tightly sealed home that we want to create a good clean air environment. But creating this tight seal allows us to actually guarantee energy bills for the first 2 years you live in your house. So as you talk about those variable expenses, as rates are going up, food's going up, cost of transportation, as you guys are incurring more expenses, isn't it nice to know that you know exactly in that vicinity what your energy bill is going to be, and then you have a bill that says, if we don't hit that mark, we're going to cut you a check back for the difference of your energy bill.
And you guys have got something special. I know you brought in a special flyer here today.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a guaranteed energy bill flyer and how it works, and it's a 2-year program. And then, we actually provide our homeowners with certificates from a third-party company that tests every single home. 100% of our houses are tested for energy efficiency. And they show you where your home ranks compared to the standard new home built. This one that I brought in was from one of our models, and it ranked a 64 out of 100, so it's 36% more efficient than another code-built new home.
That is absolutely
and our homeowners get those.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, I got to tell you something here. You definitely want to take advantage of buying a home here today with the interest rates here, because also Oakwood is a builder where they actually help you with some of your expenses to buy a home.
Absolutely.
And you want to I cannot stress enough the opportunity today to take advantage of that. At, say, the interest rates hovering, say, between 4.5% and 5% here today, this is still a really good deal. And you build an inventory that covers a lot of multiple price ranges, but including that first-time home buyer.
Most definitely.
And everything is done for you. You don't have to do anything.
That's
it's
right.
all done for you. You'd be amazed what you can qualify for and how far you can lock in some of these interest rates. You want to go ahead and call me at 719-321-7600 to find out how you can go ahead and get into one of these types of homes here, whether it be a brand new home or a previously owned home, because we're going to talk about a few in a few minutes here on Property Showcase here. But you really want to find out what it takes to go ahead and qualify and reserve a home in your name at an attractive interest rate. Wouldn't you say that's the truth?
Absolutely.
Wow. Well, you know what? I'm going to be talking here right now, here in a few minutes here, coming right on up here on Property Showcase. I got some great homes to share with you up in the north area, mostly in the Briargate area. So stay tuned for more from the Springs Radio Real Estate Show.